have joined the live. Well, no one's joined yet, but we will have a couple of numbers shortly. Today we're going to be doing a... Bear with me. Should have had this set up ages ago. Today we're going to be doing a live stream of a clutch replacement on this 1.4 TFSI Audi A3. So the clutch on this is pretty much dead. You can't really put your foot down at all. If you're in low RPM and you try to pull off or slip. So that is a big issue. Hopefully some of you guys will join shortly and tell me if you can hear me clearly. What I'm going to do is this is going to be a real-time video. So some of you guys will join, some of you will leave, some of you may come back and see how we're getting on with progress. But like I said, it'll be a step-by-step video for a clutch replacement on this. I'm going to show you guys what tools you need. You can do it on the floor. You don't have to do it on a ramp. I have plenty of tools to my access. I have plenty of accessibility to tools that I will or will not need. That could make things easier, but I'm not going to do it that way. I'm just going to do it with the ramp is just going to be used to lift the car up and down ever so slightly. I'm going to use a jack to support the engine with a block of wood and stuff like that. So I'll show you guys now some of the tools we are going to need for the clutch replacement. Obviously, I'm going to be using, I say power tools, battery powered gun, ratchet, another gun, but I have got normal ratchets as well. This is what we're going to do. So obviously we need a 17mm. This is to remove the wheel with a locking wheel nut if the car's got a locking wheel nut. We will need an M10. This will be for the drive shaft bolts that go onto the gearbox. These will be for the flywheel. I can't remember if it's a 12 or if it's a 14. The M12 or M14 for the flywheel bolts. We've got a 12-sided 9mm socket, and that is for the pressure plate to release the clutch, the friction plate. And I've got a short and a long 13mm. That will be for the battery release. We've got an 18 gearbox bolts, should be at 18. I could be wrong. And for the big drive shaft hub nut, it's a variation sometimes. So depending on whether these have been done before or not, you'll have like 24mm. You may have a 27mm, or you may have a 32mm, which is in the box. So I'll get that out as and when it's needed. We've also got a 21. This will be for the dog bone mount underneath to release from the gearbox. And we've got a 16, which is also for dog bone mount. And we have got another 18, which is probably going to be for the gearbox mount on the top. Obviously, we've got ratchets. We've got 1/2-inch ratchet with a flexi head, and we've got a 3/8 with a flexi head. So they are basically the tools that we're going to need for this job. We've got a new clutch down here. Normally, it is good practice to do a flywheel and a slave cylinder when doing a clutch. But on this occasion, so this is my partner's car, this is not going to be around for much longer. So we're going to replace the clutch just so that it's done. Obviously, I'm praying that we don't get into any issues, but obviously this is the real time to show you guys how long this sort of stuff takes. Bear in mind, this is what I do day to day, so I will be a lot quicker than some other people, but there's a lot of people out there and you don't get to see the real struggles of what it's like to do stuff like this. So I'm going to get started. First, I'll get on with the battery. I'm going to release the battery. So we've got two 10mm bolts for the earth and the live on the battery. So I'm going to get them done now. And guess what? I didn't get the 10mm out of the toolbox. So we're forgetting stuff already. So we've got a 10mm. We'll disconnect the battery because we need to get to the engine mount at the top. Like I said, I'm hoping that you guys can hear me properly. I'm hoping that the sound is coming through the AirPods and not the actual phone, because when I turn away, it could potentially be an issue. So I believe the 13 we've got is there. It's on the front of this one. Normally it's on the side of the battery, but that's fine. Obviously, you will need some extension bars depending on what car you're working on and your accessibility. So I'm hoping, guys, that I can get this done real quick, like a little record. But obviously, I am explaining what I'm doing as I go, so there will be pauses, there will be parts where I stop and I might be talking for a couple of minutes just so that you guys are with me, just so that you guys are with me and you understand and all of that, because that's what I do. Right, so we've got the live and the earth removed now. We've had the 13 removed, pulled the battery out. We should have a further 3 10 mils. If this is anything like, obviously, like I said, I work on the Golf platform, Mark 5 platform, day to day. And although these cars are built on the same chassis, um, things do vary from brand to brand. Audi is like a posh Volkswagen, so there may be a little bit of irritating bits that I've got to get through to on this. But like I said, I'm hoping it doesn't give me too much of an issue. So that's that. Battery tray and battery is off. Come on. There we go. So we've got battery and battery tray off on top of the gearbox now. And I was right in thinking this. Let me get a torch for you guys. So you have got internal slave cylinders, which sit inside the gearbox, which is like, did I throw it away? It was like the one from the Golf. And then we've also got external slave cylinders. So this is one that bolts on the outside. As you can see, it's two 13 mil bolts on that, which is amazing. So if your slave cylinder ever goes on one of these, you can unbolt it from the outside. You haven't got to pull the gearbox apart. So it'd literally be those two bolts there. There's a clip here. You'd put a clamp on the line so you can bleed it up. So you don't have to bleed it up, sorry. And then that'd be that. So what we have got now is we've got some gear linkages to disconnect. Right, guys, I've got to try and... So this is where it's going to be a little bit irritating because I can't really get you bang in on the engine bay. I'll do my best, or what I'll even do, let's just we'll hold the phone. So with this, on these little parts here, come on, stop being silly. On these little parts here, they've got small little tabs, but these literally just lever off. So what I'll do is I've got, like I said, various tools that I've actually ended up using for different stuff. I bent that doing something, but it actually comes in very handy for other stuff. So that I can get behind. Come on, baby. And now that's off. That's one. That's one of two. I mean, you don't necessarily need to do this. You could just disconnect. Well, no, you will need to do it anyway, actually. So you need to release these, and then there should be 3 13s on there for the bracket. So I don't know why they've done this, but they've done one as a push and slide on and one as a little clip. So with this little clip, you've got to pull that centerpiece up and slide it off. So you can do it with one hand, but you just don't want to lose these. I've obviously got a few spare where I do so many of the VAG cars, and then that selector rod will slide up. Maybe the reason they've done this is so that you don't mistake the side to side movement, which would be that one, with the forward and backwards movement, which is that. So if you put these on the wrong way, obviously you're not going to get correct gears. So what I'll do now, I'll get these 3 13s done. What we do end up with, we end up with tools everywhere in the end because you get so stuck in that it's just unreal. Now, believe it or not, someone said to me the other day, "That's a nice Milwaukee gun you've got," but it's not. It's actually Mac Tools, and this Mac Tools gun I've probably had for the best part of maybe 10 years now, which is crazy. But so here's where you obviously need, like I was saying, various different tools. I will now get the long 13, which is here, and maybe a stubby one. So I could either use my ratchet now, which I probably will, or I could use the gun. But with stuff like this, obviously the gun's a lot longer. It's harder to squeeze into certain places. So we'll put that onto the battery ratchet, and it would help if it was facing the right way. There we go. So that is already, what are we in? We're in 10 minutes so far. It's going to be a long live, guys, but I hope you guys enjoy it. And like I said, I hope you guys learn a lot. That can sort of be half tucked out of the way. Might be better if you've got a cable tie or a bungee strap. And once that's done, you've got to do the slave cylinder. So like I said, two 13s on there, which again, I will end up using the ratchet because of reach. We don't have a lot of space in there. So I will use the 13, the stubby 13, if I can find where I put it. Look, we're already misplacing tools. Stubby 13's there. So I'll use the stubby 13 on that. Come on. And we'll do one. This one's probably going to be a little bit more difficult. Okay, so a bit stuck with spare. What you've got to be careful of a lot of the time, see how that's jammed in there. If I just continue screwing, the ratchet will get stuck. And then I'm having issues, do you know what I mean? So it's a bit of a ball ache, but right. I don't know where all of my torches are because I've been working on the Golf. I've got, I don't know how many torches I've got, probably about 5 or 6, but they just sort of end up everywhere over time. So we've got now, let me put you guys on the stand quickly so I can do this with my both hands. So we've got now the slave cylinder released, we've got the gear selector released, and we've got the battery off. So from here, what we need to do is take the front wheel off, passenger side wheel. And bear with me, guys. Take the passenger side wheel off. We want to use the 24, the 27, or the 32, whichever it might be, or the wheel. For the not for the wheel, sorry, for the drive shaft bolt. And we'll get the drive shaft out. Another thing, depending on obviously what vehicles you'll need, maybe a pick. So like this, we've got the silly little cap. Some cars don't have any caps at all. And come on. So some cars don't have any caps at all, and it's straightforward, not an issue. So this is where we break out the big guns, baby. And let me just get this so it's off the floor. Otherwise, we'll have issues. And a lot of the time, you'll go. You need your tires replaced. And I've had instances where even this big gun, which is fairly powerful, cannot undo some wheel bolts, which is absolutely ridiculous. It just shows the level of idiocy that is out there. They well over tighten these nuts and bolts, these wheel bolts, sorry. Right, so we've got that done. What I'll do now is I'm going to bring the car up in the air. Bring you guys with me over here. And we are going to loosen off that one. Let me see what the comments are saying. Luke Stanley, nice one, bro. Appreciate you waiting around. Loud and clear. Thank you, boys. Nice one, Scott. Simon, big up yourself, Simon. So, guys, Simon was a customer from a little while back, and he's always showed love and support. He's even dropped me messages every now and then, just to see how I am and make sure everything's good. So I appreciate you watching, Si. Means a lot, brother. Ryan or Ryan, you use a 6/7 mm Allen key for drive shaft cups. That's not a bad idea. I mean, like, it is a, what is it called, a triple square or whatever? I think that's what some people call it. So that's not a bad idea. water pump on an AU Falcon. I'm not even sure what an AU Falcon is. And I'm not going to repeat what the other brother said. But anyway, let's keep cracking. Like I said, it'll be 24, 27, or 32. This one is a 24. So we get the big gun on this again. And now this is really when all my sockets just. Oh no. All of my sockets will start going all over the place. So the battery's a little bit low on this gun. Let me check the other battery. Oh, that one's just as bad. Right, so we might have to get the breaker bar out for this bad boy, but we'll give it a try with the other battery. Hopefully we can get some. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. So yeah, whenever I undo the hub nuts or hub bolts, I always give it a knock like that. That way you'll push the drive shaft away from the actual hub, because sometimes they can be stubborn. Once you take the bolt out, you don't want to damage the thread inside. Okay, so that's a big thing. Right, I'll take her up a little bit higher, and I'm hoping once we get underneath, guys, you can still see fairly well. I'm so paranoid about taking these cars up now because of what I've done with the Golf. So I've got to get the under tray off anyway. So I've got to get under tray off anyway. But what we're going to do now is we need to release. There are 3 nuts here for the lower ball joint, but we're not going to do those yet. We are going to get the under tray off, and that will give us better access to underneath of the gearbox and the engine. I will have 6 of the M8, M10 bolts on the drive shafts to do, and then I've got 6 on the other side. I'm only going to take out 1 drive shaft because the drive shafts go each side of the gearbox, and it's just very awkward to work with both of them in place. So if you have got an under tray, you'll need a T25. And if it's an Audi, oh, we're missing a load of T25s on this boy. And okay, that's a bit mad. Have I ever done an oil change on this? I don't know if I have. Wow. This ain't my car, by the way. But yeah, I'm not liking what I see under there. That is crazy. I feel bad. I feel like this car's been neglected. I feel like I've not been living up to my duties right now. That is crazy. But we're gonna fix that anyway. We will fix that. Have I never done an oil change on this? I don't know. I don't know. A lot of the time you get a lot of dirt and crap stuck in the bolts. And if you do just go to undo them with the dirt and crap in there, you end up rounding the bolts. And that is not what we want. That is not what we want. Why is there? I can't understand this. There's self tappers in this under tray. That's not something that I would do. So part of me feels like maybe I've not serviced this car ever. Ugh. Maybe I've never serviced this car. I don't know. But like I said, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna put all the OEM screws back in. That's another thing that I do for a lot of people that I never ever. I don't even tell them about it really. I find a lot of things missing from people's cars, nuts, bolts, washers. Um, and I've got so many spares just sat around. I just replace them. I don't always tell people about it. And that is another thing that makes me different to everyone else, I guess. Some people say, "Oh, you're missing this, you're missing that. I've had to charge you £700." But that is not me, guys. That's not me at all. I always do my best to try and help people out because I know times are hard. We all struggle, and the world is just getting ridiculous now. But let's not get into them politics. Let's not get into them politics. Yes, Scott, you know. You know exactly. Jesus. This is all a bit mad. I can't believe it, mate. I can't believe it. Right, you got little clips on the trays as well. So once you've got all your self tappers or whatever whatever's holding it up, release them clips. Your under tray should fall out. Just don't let it hit you on the head. There we go. But she's clean. Look at that. She's clean. Not a speck of oil anywhere. Right. Put that under tray out of the way. Um, Whenever I remove certain parts, I will look. This gearbox is tiny, guys. You know how excited I am. This gearbox. Oh man, this gearbox is tiny. I'm used to lifting out the big DSG gearboxes, which I believe are about, I think they're about 90 kg or something crazy. And don't get me wrong, I go to the gym, yeah, but yeah, I hate them DSG boxes. So what I will show you boys now, the drive shaft bolts that I said about. Uh, these, believe it or not, these actually look smaller than the ones on the TFSI on the 2 liter TFSI platform. So these are going to be these are going to be they're not M10. They will be M8s. They will be M8s. Mates, they're mates. The M8s, baby. So just ignore me, guys. Sometimes this is me. This is me and my attitude. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna release off all 6 of these. Um, we're gonna get cracking. We're gonna get cracking. I think this torch is definitely dead. So I expect that to go out in a minute. Just need to get a reducer because the M8 that I've got is a 1/2 inch, so I will be using a reducer. And we're gonna clutch drop, whether it works or not. It didn't work, which is good. You want your drive shaft bolt to be tight. You don't want them to be loose. You can let me get a so tips and tricks. If you've got a screwdriver, you need to turn the drive shaft, stick it in the disc. You see the drive shaft turning up there. Stick it in the disc. Stick your flathead screwdriver in the disc, and it gives you a way to turn the drive shaft without putting the wheel back on, and that will allow you to access all 6 of these bolts without any issues. What I will be doing for you who are watching, and for you who are even you're bothered or you care or you would like to learn some new stuff, I feel like lock in to learn is such a catchy slogan. This is what I'm going to do. So I'll aim for every week. I don't know if it will actually be every week, but maybe every 2 weeks or so, I will show you guys in real time how we do something on whatever car it is I'm working on. So whether it be now like a clutch replacement, and obviously I'm talking you guys through it. I'm hoping you retain some of this information and it helps you apply that to something in the future. Maybe not. Maybe you don't even want to work on cars and you just find it interesting to watch. Then yeah, I mean, by all means, get locked in and learn. That's what we want to do. Um, so I'm on the last bolt for the drive shaft. And that's that. That's that drive shaft loose and done. I've got another 6 on this side to do, and I'll get them done quickly. Yeah, battery just died. Um, where's my long one? Where's my I wonder what the battery life is like on this. I bet this one's dead as well. Jesus. Okay, bear with me, guys. Give me 2 minutes. Let me go to the Golf. Let me get the keys to the Golf. Just gonna grab a torch out of the Golf so you guys have got a better view of what we're doing. Right. Where's the torches, man? I'm losing the plot. I thought I had torches in here. Oh wow. Well, looks like I'll be needing to buy some more torches. This is crazy. This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. Catchy one. Thank you, Blood Monkey. Appreciate it, brother. Right, so just clip that on there. I'm gonna do, like I said, these last six. These last six for the drive shaft. Oh, come on. Right, the worst thing is I'm on a live, guys, and I gotta try and be good with my language. You know what it's like when you get stressed working on cars. It can be a bit of a test at the best of times. Right, that's one done. On this side, obviously, I've obviously got the wheel still on, so it's a lot easier to turn. Two down. Three. Come on, baby. Four. Do you know what, guys? I have got a feeling this is going to be a really, well, fairly quick clutch change. I got a feeling about it, guys. All right. No, we don't want to do that. Is it turning? Don't speak too soon. Woohoo! The life of a mechanic, right? The life of a mechanic. Some of you guys will know, right? One wrong move, I'm telling you, one wrong move. You round that one bolt, and it is game over. That job that should have taken you 2 minutes to undo a bolt now turns into 4 hours of stress and pain, and it's just horrible. So we've got all six of them loose now. I'm going to do the 216s that they bolt to the gearbox, and then there's a 21 here. Sorry, 216s here, and we've got a 21 here. That is the pendulum mount or the dog bone mount, and that is obviously what stops the gearbox swinging around. No, the engine and gearbox swinging around. So again, we get the big guns out. 16 mil for these two on the box. Normally what tends to happen with a lot of these VAG cars, people don't tighten these enough, or they over tighten them and strip the thread. And then what happens is you end up cracking the gearbox because the bolts aren't grabbing the gearbox how they should. We slap the 21 on there. Normally these are very tight. Oh, dusty. Baby. There we go. So that's the dog bone mount out. Right. So we've got, obviously the battery is disconnected, which is all good. We're gonna have to do the starter motor now. So we'll do, let's see, we'll have a 13s, we'll have some 13s up there. I have disconnected the reverse switch already, which is this plug. We'll have a 13 here. And then there'll be another 13 on the top holding this bracket on. And behind that, we'll have some 18s. On the Mark 5 TFSI platform, when you need to get a gearbox off, you'll also have 3 bolts down here that are 16s. But on this gearbox, we don't. They normally go into the sump. So, I mean, you've still got bolts here, but they don't go into the sump. So, yeah, we'll get that 13 off. And hopefully, well, I don't know if I can get to it from the bottom. What I'll do is I'll get the 13 off, I'll get the 18 off, and I'll do all the bolts on the bottom of the gearbox now. Then I'll drop the car down and do all the bolts on the top. Support the engine with the jack and the block of wood. And then the gearbox is light enough that you can sort of hang it, give it a wobble, and lower it to the ground. So we're going to crack on with these. 3 16s. There's 1 18 on the back here. And then, yeah. And guess what, guys? Both of the 13 mils are up top. And that is another thing that stresses me out. Both of the 13s are at the top. So I use the 1/2 inch with the adapter. You get this one off. And, can I release the 18? Yes, I can. Oh, we've only got one bolt for the bracket. That's amazing, guys. That's amazing. And we do the 18. So these are the ones for the starter motor. Sometimes it's easier to crack all of these loose before you do the dog mount, as you can see why. But we should be good. We should be good. So there we go. That's the bottom one for the starter motor. We've got 3 16s here, and then we've got 1 18 on the back side, which will be like driver's side if you're in the UK, and passenger side if you're anywhere else, I guess. Right, so 16 millimeter. Okay. Yeah, so we do the 3 16s. There we go. We've got one. My battery's dying on this one, which is a little bit irritating. I'll have to throw some batteries on charge. I should actually be charging a torch as well right now because, yeah, it's going to be needed for sure. Underside ain't no bad. Ain't bad. Yeah, I get you. I get you, Sidhu AG, my guy, and uncertified boss. Teach us how to do an engine swap. I can, but I can't teach you how to do the wiring because the wiring is a ball ache. Believe me. There have been many people that have reached out for me to do conversions for them, and as much as I like helping people, sometimes it's just not worth the aggro. I mean, the money that you would charge for an engine conversion is what's going on here, lad? Right, I need a stubby 18. The money that you would charge for an engine conversion, sometimes it doesn't even compare to the amount of stress that engine conversion will cause you. Come on. Oh, I nearly done it, guys. I nearly got the ratchet stuck, like I was saying earlier. Right, so we've got all the underside done on this now. We've got all of the gearbox released. We've got all the drive shaft bolts out, dog bone mount out. Passenger drive shaft is released. We need to do the 316 that hold the lower arm in place, and then we can pull the passenger drive shaft out. So I'll put you guys here now. We'll do those 316s, pull the drive shaft out. Come on. And annoyingly enough, oh, she is long enough. On some of the cars, this 16 isn't long enough to reach the nut completely, so I have to pull the socket off halfway sometimes. Right, so there we go. We've got the 316s off. Pull the lower arm down with all the strength in the world like that. Lovely. Also, another thing, guys, boys and girls, whenever you're doing any suspension work, so this car's going to have to get tracking now. I forgot about this. Whenever you're doing any suspension work, if you haven't released the steering arms, the steering rack arms, or what else would you call them? Track rod ends. And you have to pull the suspension out the way. You can end up with, would help if I pulled that out. You can end up with your tracking being all over the place. So like I'm having to pull this out of the way now. That will be putting strain on the steering rack. So chances are the tracking will need to be done at some point. Come on, baby. There we go. So that's drive shaft loose now. and you can squeeze it between a drop link and anti-roll bar. So we got that out. That's done and dusted. Like I said, now the car can come down. Yes. Got another plug there. Right, let me move. I'm going to move the tools out of the way now. Move the camera, and then we can go down. So I've got to unlock the ramp. Safety first, and then walk around it so I don't get squished. And drop this down, and then I feel like we're not far off. We're not far off from getting this gearbox out now. I'm just trying to think, is there anything else that I may have missed? I think we're all good there. So I'll bring a jack over and get ready to support the bottom of the engine with a block of wood underneath. And then we can start unbolting all the top, and it will literally, or should literally, just fall apart. And because we haven't got a drive shaft on the left side of the car now, we can pull the box over ever so slightly. It can be annoying at times because the cup for the gearbox that goes on the right hand side of the car, that almost locks over the what do you call it? Not the bell housing, but where it meets the engine. That can be very, very irritating. So come on, it does take forever to come down. It does get irritating sometimes, but we're there. Oh, right. So again, guys, I appreciate you locking in and joining the live. For any of you guys that might have just joined, I will be doing lives every so often. Captain, I don't know what flag that is. New Zealand. um, this is a manual. This is a 6-speed manual box. So fairly straightforward stuff. So we've got the slave cylinder. So we've got slave cylinder that's released. We've got the gear selector that's released. Let me get a cable tie, and I'll just tie this. I'll tie this stuff out the way just so it doesn't become annoying. And hopefully, come on, playing silly buggers, playing silly buggers. I mean, I'm no Matt Armstrong, guys, but you will learn. You will learn with me. I'm telling you that now. Right, so I've got I've got the gear selector and the slave cylinder out of the way. We will have down here we'll have another 13, which I believe that will be live power to the starter motor from the big main feed. And then we'll have another 18 behind that. That will allow me to pull the starter motor out. And then we should just have 3 bolts on the top of the gearbox that connect it to the engine, and just 2 here, and then that's it. And then that's it. I think this gearbox will be out. So not bad going. Look, we're 38 minutes in. I've been doing a lot of talking, a lot of explaining. So we're not doing too bad, guys. We're not doing too bad. I did forget. Sorry, boys and girls. We've got a connector on the top of the starter motor, which is obviously for like the trigger when you actually turn the key. So that needs to be released. That literally takes 2 seconds. And we have also got an earth on the starter motor, I believe. Come on. Oh no, that's the live there. The other one was the earth. Okay, right. So 13, battery ratchet, get this done. So let's loosen that one off. All right, what I'll do is I'll just disconnect these, or I'll just take the bolts off so that they're off, and then I'll show you guys where they are in terms of position. And I'll get a torch down there so you guys can actually see properly again. So for those of you that are watching on YouTube and don't follow on Instagram, it is, as it says up, oh, you can't see, as it says up there on the banner, Beastmode_developments on Instagram, right? So hit that follow button, drop me a message if you want to say, you know, you like what I do, then you're more than welcome. Let me grab a torch quickly and I'll show you guys. Oh man, it's dead, for God's sake. Right, I know this one will last 30 seconds. So down, oh, sorry guys. You don't need to look up my nose, do you? Right, so down here, like I was saying, um, we have got this one, which is live feed. This obviously connects up to this, which is your main power. So you need to do that. That's a 13. And then that comes off. There was a small plug on here, which has a little red tab. This one here. So you pull the red tab in and then you release that. And then that pulls off. And then down here, same again. There was a 13. And I believe that is the ground. That's the ground wire. So earth cable or whatever you want to call it. So I can now disconnect that ground. If you give me a minute, boys and girls. Come on. It's in a bit of a silly position. I may have to use two hands here, guys. Flip the vid, it's backwards. How do I flip the video? Come on. Are you sure it's backwards or are you're bantering with me? I'm 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 not catching it. What do I do? Oh, switched it off. I don't know how to turn it, how to flip the video. So you guys might just have to put up with this for a little bit. Let me get this earth cable off now. And then I've got one 18 mil down there to do. That's the starter motor off, okay? So I'll do that 18 and starter motor's gone. Right, bear with me, guys. Bear with me. 18 millimeter is here. So for this, I'm going to use the flexi head ratchet just because I can get a bit of an angle on it and we will be able to clear them pipes. There we go. Once you've cracked that off, you should be able to spin it by hand, hopefully. No, because the starter motor's giving us a bit of weight on there. Come on, baby. Nope, she's playing silly buggers. Right, I'm going to plug this torch in to charge so that we've got a bit of light shortly. And I'm obviously going to need to invest in some more torches because God knows what I've done with them all. So this is the sort of thing that you guys can do at home on your driveway with a friend. You don't need a ramp. Just because I've got the car on a ramp, it doesn't mean you need to use a ramp. And as you've seen, like all of the tools that I've used, I'm not using any special tools. I do have like an engine support, which is a brace that goes across the top so that you don't have to jack the engine up and down. But in my opinion, sometimes it's more annoying to use that than it is to use a normal jack. Um, and the reason for that is when you need to jack the engine up and down quickly or move the engine up and down quickly so that you can get to things on top or below, it's just a bit of a ball ache. And it's much faster with a jack. Come on. Nearly there, nearly there. A few more turns and this bolt is out. Come on. But it has definitely got a tight spot. This bolt's got some sort of tight spot, which is a little bit annoying. Let me I'll put an extension on that. And try and get this off. Oh, she is tight. Come on. How close are we to having it off now? Oh, right. Come on in. Right, so we've got the starter motor off now. Pull this. You can either pull it up through the top or through the bottom. I just don't want to drop it on the floor. So the starter motor's out now. And I'll put this with some of the other bits. Need to go back to the gym. 13 mil beating ash. It was actually the 18 mil, Scott. Let's look at the length of the bolt. Obviously, you've only got that much thread, so technically it should be nothing. But hey ho, it is what it is. Right. Oh yeah, look, Scott was just bantering. Obviously, left-hand drive, right-hand drive, whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna get the jack now, guys, and I'm gonna support the bottom of the engine. And I will show you. Take this with my hand now. So block of wood like that. And we go under. I do jack it on the sump. Don't cry at me, boys and girls, but I do jack it on the sump. Near the sensor, yes. But it's okay. I am a professional. All right, so that's taking the weight of some of the car now. Um, Scott's got the Snapple man thinking he's a secret millionaire. We know this. Scott loses. Scott loses tools far too often. Right. So now what we've got two bolts which hold the gearbox mount on top. These are two 18s. I'll do them, and that would literally mean if I lowered that jack, this whole engine and box will move. So we will do those two. Actually, hold on a second, guys. Let me change the way the phone is on the tripod, because what I can do is I can lean you guys over the car like this. There we go. Look at that. Fucking genius. Oops, sorry. I swore on the live. That's not cool, guys. My bad. Trying to be a good Samaritan and all that. FS Creations, give me a shout. Drop me a message, buddy. Maybe we can arrange something. I can't promise anything, but who knows? Right, so 18. We're going to use the 18 on the big boy, and we're going to use an extension. So oh, I keep saying to the Snapple man, I need a new ring. And you know what? I bought one. I've just not put it on. Yeah, it's on. It's on the whiteboard. I need to put a new ring on this because. Did you see? You saw how much the engine and gearbox just dropped there, guys. Yeah. Right. So I'll pull that off. There we go. So they're the two. They're the two bolts for the gearbox mount. Um, we've also got another three that are for the actual. They're a bracket that hold the gearbox to the gearbox mount. So I'll take those three out. They are 16s. And then we can start doing the three 18s that are holding the gearbox up there. And she's out. And then she's out, boys and girls. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Maybe yes, maybe no. Who knows? Right. Right, so that's the bracket done. Pull the bracket out. Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies. What about fish? Right, and we go back to the 18, okay? Back to the 18 mil. Let me just replace this glove, otherwise I'm going to get covered in crap. Again, guys, big up yourself, because look, there's been decent numbers the whole way through, and I know a couple of you have been here from the very beginning, so I appreciate that massively. Right, let me take you off of the stand and I'll show you guys down here. Oh, I can put the flash on. What an idiot. Look. Right, so we've got this one here. We've got that one there. And have we got any more? I think they might very well be the last two bolts for the gearbox. Woohoo! Right. So we're gonna get these ones off. Let me see if I can get the phone to stay here. No, you can't even see anything now, can you? Let me see if I can get the phone to stay put somewhere. There, maybe. Right. Ooh, let's get cracking. And I don't mean iPhone screens either. There's one. So that one's cracked off a bit. And then we've got one here the behind the thing. Behind the thing. Right. Right, if we lock it in gear like that, gives us a little bit more space. I'm gonna get this one out first because this is more of an awkward position. But we will get the battery ratchet on her. Buzz her out. That's one. And this is the last one, I believe. I feel like this gearbox should have fallen off already. maybe I've maybe I've missed a bolt. Oops. Have I missed a bolt? Am I bugging? Is there one in here? Is there a bolt in there? No, there's not. We've done that. We've done that. Is there another one round the back, maybe? Right, I can't see any more bolts. Can't see any more bolts. Maybe I'm going to get underneath and give her a wiggle. What engine is this? This engine is a 1.4 TSI. It's a CMB. Come on, focus. CMB. All right, CMB. G's. Right, so normally this gearbox is full out, so I don't know what's going on there. Part of me feels like, yeah, I got battery for the flash, bro. Thank you for checking, though. Blood Monkey, I have got 55% still. And even then, worst case, I've got, what's it called here? I've got some, what are they called? Power banks. I've got some power banks. So what I'm going to do now, jack the engine up a little bit. This is a bit irritating, isn't it? Anti-climax. This gearbox should be ready. Gearbox should be ready to come off. I'm just going to slack this off because this looks like could give us an issue. And we don't want any issues, do we? Oh, hell no. Right. Let me get a flashy torch. Let's see if have I missed anything. That's where I have to get on the floor, guys. Ah, right, we've got all of these underneath, from what I can see, are off. So this should technically just fall out. Oh, we are resting on subframe a bit. Let me just double check the drive shaft on the other side because I can see that from here. And yeah, that is loose. That is off. Right, this should come off. I don't know what's happening. What's happening? The thing is, I don't a bigger hammer. Uh, I don't want to do a madness. Like I said, this is my partner's car, so I'm trying to be easy on her. Know what I mean? No, that feels solid. There is something. Feel like there could still be something attached somewhere. That feels absolutely solid. Oh Jesus! Right. We're gonna bring her up a bit more so I can actually roll around with a decent bit of space under there. This is the only annoying thing, and this is why it's good to use an engine crane or the engine support, because you can just put it here and lower it up and down. But mate, that is solid. That is solid, mate. That is. Right, we're gonna lower you guys down, and hopefully you're still not too high, and you guys can have a little seat from the side of what's going on. Maybe, who knows? So you won't really be able to see much. Or actually, I'm just trying to do it so that you guys get a good view of what's going on. I know obviously I've got work to do, but what would be the point doing a live if you guys are not able to see and share what it is I'm doing? So, drive shaft is loose on that one. Right, I can't figure this out. It feels fucking solid. Why does this feel solid? Have we got another nut above the? Oh, we missed one. No. What the hell is that doing up there? Are you feeling all right, bruv? Are you bugging? This is crazy. So there's an 18 mil. I'm guessing it's 18 because most of these will be 18 in a place where I never would have expected it. So let me show you guys. Sorry for the. What the hell did I just do? What is this? What did I do? A green screen or something? Uh, guys, can you tell me what I've done? What the hell have I just done? Right. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I don't know what I've done, right? Bear with me 2 minutes, guys. This is ridiculous. Okay. No green screen. There we go. That's better. Right. So there is an 18 mil buried at the back. Let me see if I can put the flash on again so that you guys can actually see it. Where's the flash gone? Sorry. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to swear. It's getting a little bit irritating now. Oh, mate. Um, right. So the flash isn't there for some reason, but so just above the this silver guard here, just above that. I don't know if you guys can see that there. Right here, where my finger is tapping. Let me get a torch up in there, and you guys will see. This is ridiculous. I've never seen. Well, I've obviously never done a box on a 1.4 TSI, but here we go. Every day's a school day. I found the last 18, and it's in a ridiculous place. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Yeah. So that's it there. That guard is in the way. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to pull that guard off first, which is irritating. And what is it? Is it a 16? Is it an 18? I don't know, but we'll bring both under with us. Right, where's the what do I do with the adapter? Adapter there, 16 and the 18. We will get her off, boys. Right, this is gonna be a bit of a funny angle. Come on. So here I say, what is it? It's a 16. So get these 16s off. Just bear with me, guys. I'm trying to do everything one-handed under the car. That drive shaft needs to get out of the way. Come on. So the reason I've had to get this out of the way is because this sits right in the way of the 18. The 18, which is, I can't even see the phone screen. Right, guys, bear with me because I'm gonna have to do this one blind. What is that? Have I got enough space for that shit? And it's an 18. I'm not sure whether I'm gonna get that from the top or not. If this jack release, my arm is broken. Just saying, yeah. It's the only downside as well about working on your own is if anything happens, you're stuffed, isn't it, really? Right, where are we at from here? Just above. Right, guys, bear with me 1 sec. I'm gonna lay you on my chest. Oh, come on. Oh, where are you? Is that it there? Eureka! And the issue I've got now, guys. Oh, where's my phone? The issue I've got now is once I release this bolt. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Once I release this bolt, the gearbox is probably going to want to say hello to me. Right on the chest. Which is not an issue, bruv. Get me? Because man goes gym and that on a very rare occasion. Oh, yes. I can't believe that caught me off guard like that, though. That is a little bit crazy. Oh, I tell you what, I can smell the clutch already. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Right, so what I've got to do now, twist the box forward a little bit. Oh, I am going to have to release the jack. Oh, have to release the jack down a little bit. And oops, didn't mean to do that. Sorry. It's a good thing gearboxes don't have feelings, right? But she'd be hurt right now. Oh, right. So pull the car up a little bit. And drag the gearbox out. So now we've got, where's my phone? There it is. So now we've got a bit of access. Jesus. I will put you boys in the engine bay. We'll go in the engine bay. Bear with me 1 second. And then I can start undoing the clutch pressure plate. Actually, believe it or not, you guys have got a really nice window here. Let me show you. We've got a lovely little window here for you guys. There we go. Look at that. It's like it was made to be. Right, hold on. Right, so we're going to get the 9mm out now. Have we got much battery life in this yet? I hope. There we go. So we've got a nice bit of light there. This box is nice, man. Oh, I can move the gearbox with one hand. I don't think you guys know how amazing that feels to be able to move a gearbox with one hand. Do you know what else I've just realized? Guess what I didn't order? I didn't order new bolts for the pressure plate, but I'm hoping that comes in the kit. Now, this is going to be interesting. Right, if I missed one, 1, 2, 3. No, that is all of them. She's just on there. Well, she's on there indeed. Jeebus. She's on there proper. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, the smell is unreal. I wish you guys could smell this and you'd realize how bad this clutch actually is. Right. So pull that off. How are we doing for time? A little over an hour, which is not bad when you take into consideration. I think job times for clutches are about 4 hours, 4.5 hours. Yeah. Oh, gloves are ripped. Flywheel doesn't look too good, to be honest. But we'll give her a good clean up. Look at the dust on that. Look. Oh my God, that is disgusting. Look at that. That is all. Now I'm gonna have to give this a good clean up. Yeah, this is horrendous. I tell you what. Look at the state of my hand. It ripped through the glove, and this clutch is dead. It's dead out. God damn. The smell is just, obviously you guys know. Well, some of you will know the smell of a. Some of you guys will know the smell of a burnt clutch, and it's not nice. This. Part of me wants to say it's the worst clutch I've seen. I'm being dead serious. That is unreal. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at the amount of clutch dust build up in there. That is actually tapped. Like, let's have a look. Let's have a proper look at this. Yeah. All of that build up on the outsides. That's mad. That is absolutely crazy. Look at it. Look at that. I've never seen anything like it, mate. That is a bit horrendous, that is. Jesus Christ. Right. Fucking hell, look at the state of it. Look at the state of it. 1 second, guys. Let me swipe up and take a picture. There you go. Oh, why did it do that again? There we go. We're back. We're back. Right. This is crazy. This is crazy. I honestly wish I had like a half decent flywheel laying around to just put in it. But like I said, the car's not staying. The car will be going at some point. let me put some fresh gloves on. I'll pull those bits out. I'll give the flywheel a bit of a clean up and get ready to put her back together. Damn, son. Like, goddamn. Goddamn. But yeah, look, on another note, this gearbox is light in comparison to some of them. Geez. I mean, that's probably, I don't know, weight wise. It's probably 40, 50 kg, but much lighter than the boxes that I'm used to playing with. So it's like a walk in a park, mate. Know what I mean? Like a walk in a park. So I'm going to pull the clutch and the friction plate out now. Look at that. Look at it. God damn. The amount of clutch dust under there. She done a number, didn't she? Look. Done a bloody number on that. I mean, it's not even the worst clutch I've ever seen in terms of like the wear on the clutch. Bear with me, guys. Give me 1 second. In terms of the wear of the clutch, it's not the worst I've ever seen. Like, I've seen clutches where the rivets are actually damaged, but yeah, genuine clutch from beginning. Oh, so yeah, that's dead. Pressure plate's dead. And we've got a new Sachs clutch going in. So we've got this going in. Don't play with me, guys. Don't play with me. Right. I should have checked these, to be fair. Not that I know what I was looking at. Lovely. We've got a fresh clutch release bearing. That'll go in. Into the box. Fresh Sachs clutch. Look at that, baby. She's a brand new one. So gearbox side. This says gearbox side. As you can see here, people do, believe it or not, get these wrong. People do get them wrong. Some people bottom in the incorrect way, and then that gives you issues, blah, blah, blah. So we'll have to give this a good old clean up. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed that I didn't get fresh bolts for it. I'm annoyed. I should know better. But you know what, guys? It is what it is. And this is the real world. If this was like a customer's car, I would stop here and I'll be like, look, bit of an issue. The kit doesn't include bolts, so we'll have to leave it and it will be finished off tomorrow. But in this case, that's not happening. I'm driving back in this car. So it is what it is. Right. I'm going to clean up this horrendous flywheel now. And we will continue fitting the other bits back on. That's what we'll do now. I'm gonna have to get a tray or something underneath that because that is it's actually horrendous, mate. Right. Bear with me, bear with me. Got a load of brake and clutch cleaner, so give it a good little clean up and then throw it back together. Right. Jesus Christ. So I grab a fresh cloth to wipe it down with. Jesus Christ, I can't believe how bad this is. Like, even all in. It does look horrible. Oh man. Ideally, I don't even want to put this back together, but got no choice at the moment. It's gonna have to do. Quick repair, get her done so she can be on the way. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Um, okay, what I'll do now is I will get ready to bolt up the clutch friction plate and the pressure plate. They'll go back on. Look at that, she's a brand new one. Look at her, she's brand new. Right, move this stump. Oh, oil tray out of the way. And get ready to fit this bad boy back on. So again, I'm going to clean up the pressure plate because they are coated with a bit of oil or grease from the factory. That's just so they don't go rusty when they're in the elements, you know, moisture buildup and stuff. Even though it's in a sealed box, it doesn't mean moisture won't get in there. WD-40 brake cleaner. How do you know when the flywheel was done for? I mean, this has got really bad heat marks, but normally the flywheels, when they're done, so a dual mass flywheel, which, oh, maybe this has got single mass. This has got a single mass flywheel. So a dual mass flywheel, you'll get, it's a two-piece flywheel. It's one piece, but it's built of two pieces. So you would normally grab these pegs, and you would try and twist it left and right, and this front piece would spin, and the back piece would stay still. And depending on what the resistance is like, and how much movement left to right, in and out, it's a bit of a grey area. There's a lot of people that can't really tell when flywheels are gone, but you know, ooh, look at this, it's fresh, shiny, fresh and shiny, man. Hey, so yeah, like I said, this one says gearbox side, so that will go against where the pressure plate sits. I've just got to put this in place. Come on, like that. Now, ignore the fact that I'm reusing the bolts because this is not a thing that you should do. Ignore that. For centering the clutch, I have a clutch centering tool, but it is absolutely useless. I can't get on with it at all. I've tried to use it on a few occasions and it just annoys me. So what I tend to do with the clutch when it comes to centering is I have got a socket. I've got a socket that I use with an extension, and it's got some tape around the socket. Bear with me and I'll show you guys. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Right. Can I get an extension bar, please? There we go. I've got that one there. Right. So normally, obviously, you guys have got a really good view of, well, this isn't really central view. Let me see if I can bring it down a bit more. It's still not central, view for you guys, but let me bring you guys a little bit closer. Oh, and then we can put the flash on as well. So I can't get you guys much lower than you are already, unfortunately. But if you look through that hole, you can see the splines of the friction plate. What I do is I use this. That is almost a perfect fit of the friction plate. Well, not this one. 2 litre TFSI as it is. So I'm gonna have to get another socket or pull this tape off and see what we've got. As long as it fits through and it fits into the flywheel and crank properly, we'll get it as central as possible, and the gearbox should just go back on first time. So let me see what I can do about that. Let me see. Does the socket go in without the tape? Yes, it does. All right, so I'm going to peel the tape off of this now, because this is one, like I said, this is one that I use to line up the TFSIs, the 2 litre TFSI, sorry. So I'll peel this tape off now. Oh, it might be because I've got too much tape on this one. So I'll peel back that first layer and I will see. Yeah, so that's pretty good. That's a pretty good fit. It's not crazy loose in the friction plate. And you move the friction plate up and down until you can go all the way through like that. And then you can do these up. You don't want to put too much pressure. You still want to be able to move the plate if you need to. And then pull it out, stick your head up there and have a look by eye from straight on. And if you ask me, it looks pretty damn central. So you need to put your fingers in. Put your fingers in. Yeah, so we're good with that. I'll do up the rest of the bolts. Oh. And they should be torqued up as well. So bear with me, guys. What I will do, I'm gonna take you guys over with me. We're gonna go switch on the laptop. And we're gonna get some torque specs for this friction plate, and then we need to put the new bearing thingy wherever it's gone. I don't know what I've done with it. We're gonna need to put this in the thing, So yeah, bear with me, guys. What a day! That bolt, I can't believe that bolt. That bolt caught me off guard. So at least I know now in the future, if I'm doing a 1.4 TSI, it's not just, like I said, because I do TFSIs. Well, this is a TFSI because I do the 2 litre TFSI all of the time. I know them inside out. I can go to them and I know exactly what bolts are where, what tools are needed, etc. I've done as much as I could to be ready for this, but obviously it did catch me off guard. So we'll switch laptop on now and put a little lube in the pilot bushing. A little bit of lube. Yeah. So we'll find out what the torque specs are. Like, it's disgusting. I hate it. Find out what the torque specs are. Get that torqued up. Then we'll put that pilot bushing back in, and yeah, go from there, man. Good stuff, guys. But listen, like I said as well, still that blue and it's warped and grooved. Hi, guys. Thank you for the feedback, the deal for real. Appreciate it. 52 watchers at the moment, so I love you guys, man. So we're just gonna pull up some torque specs now. I'm gonna have some electrolytes because I'm trying to get back onto my fitness stuff. I used to be in the gym quite a lot, and I've slacked off majorly since starting the golf all-wheel drive build. But it is what it is. We got some electrolytes. We got some watermelon. Yeah, we like watermelon. What electrolytes am I drinking? It's called None. None. I'm drinking the Nuns electrolytes, but it's not that flavor. It's lemon and lime. I got lemon and lime, thinking that I would be okay because the strawberry lemonade tasted like crap, and it doesn't. It tastes just as crap. So I have found some other electrolytes that are pretty tasty to look. You know what? I use this laptop so much for VCDS without even realizing I've just clicked on VCDS unnecessarily because we're not scanning a car. Um, and normally what I would do is I would look on my phone. Looks like what's not good in water. Yeah, I'm drinking antifreeze, guys. It's to top up my immune system from the cars. Um, come on. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Come on, hurry up and load. Oh, that is the smallest image in the world. That's no good. That is no good. Let's see what everyone's doing. Doesn't look great, does it? No. It doesn't taste great either. Unfortunately, it's a little bit crappy. Um, come on. Like, I'm no good with the multitasking when I'm concentrating and I'm trying to read or type stuff. This is let's tighten them to 35 foot-pounds, you'll be fine. And I'm guessing that the real for deal, the deal for real is from America, maybe. From America. Because in the UK we use Newton meters. Mm. Right, it says 22 Newton meters, which sounds says what it says, I guess. Right, switch that off, get some fresh gloves on, get this bad boy torqued up. Know what I mean? Love the way that is. And then we can throw it back together. So I would like to hope going back together is going to be a lot quicker. I'd like to hope that we get this done within an hour, hour and a bit at the most. Need some freedom over in the UK. America. He is from America. America. Nonya, America. I got no idea. Um, yeah. Yep, 22 Newton meters. That's what I've just read. So we're going to set this up for 22 Newton meters of pressure, pounds per foot. I'm playing around, guys. I'm just being silly. Hey, guys, see this thing up behind me, yeah? Do you guys want to see us build some crazy thing? Do you want to see us build a madness with that? I've had that sat down for a while because I bought it with ideas to build something crazy in it, and I just tighten them up. You don't need to talk that crap. Um, what was I doing? You guys have got me. You guys have got me on one, man. Right, let me throw this back down. It's everything is so much more long-winded when you're recording. As you guys can imagine, it's not just straightforward. It's not straightforward crack on with what you're doing. It's checking camera angles, this, that, the other, blah, 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 blah. Works on the R8s. Jeez. Real savage. We'll get on the R8s one day, mate. Does anyone want to see me buy an R8, build a twin turbo, and full sends down the center pod strip? That's where we'll be. That's where we'll get to. So this thing is like a locking tool for the flywheel. Um, when you got to torque stuff up. Technically, I probably don't even need it for 22 foot-pound, 22 newton meters, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So as you can imagine, obviously there is a lot of pressure before you get to the point of torquing it up. 22.3, man. Someone's banging the reggae tunes out back. Living his best life on a Sunday, baby. And you guys are over here supporting beast mode. That's why we say beast mode to the world, baby. Beast mode to the world. So after this one, I'll have 3 more left to do. And then we will slap the oh, it's gonna be annoying getting this box back on, I reckon. Although it's light, it's just a little bit of a funny position. And I'm hoping that driver side drive shaft that I've left in doesn't get in the way. And then we can start her up and realize that something's wrong and I'll have to pull it all back apart again. That's normally how my life goes anyway. There we go. One more. One more for the man then. There we go. So that's the pressure plate torqued up, new clutches in. We are now going to put the new release bearing in here, mate. The new one in there. Oh, and it's an even smaller. It's an even smaller spline. Is that the one? No, no, it's not. It is indeed the M6, which was on there. That is that it? No. Like I said, guys, this is where it gets annoying. I've actually got tools everywhere now, so I end up searching. That's the M. Is it M8? Was it M8? Can't be the M8. It was the M8. It was the mate. Right, so now we need the adapter. Oh, come on, lady. Pump out feet. And we need small extension. And we get an extension. Oh, small extension. Is that long enough? Tempted to touch. Oh, right, what's everyone saying there? That's a mortgage on you in your hands right there. OMSR UK. Shout out to you, bro. All the real grafters in the world, slaving away. You know how we get down, man. You know how we get down. We don't need this. That can come off. Get the airline out, give her a good blow off. Are you ready for this, guys? Damn. Oh, no. Jesus Christ. Right, so I don't know if I ever told you guys about this story. Some of you may have seen it. Some of you may have seen it on Instagram. But a few years back, you can see there's a bolt here. This is one of the 16mm bolts go through here and up in there, the longer one. And once upon a time, someone came to me. They had an engine conversion. Which was amazing. And we done a load of wiring on it. Someone had just put the engine in and they came and said, look, we got the car for free. Can you sort out the wiring for us? I was like, yep, cool. That's not a problem. We can do the wiring. Not an issue at all. And what happened was the person who had put the engine in had used the incorrect bolt for the dog bone mount, and it literally shot the whole way through and locked the flywheel in place. So we tried to start it, couldn't hear anything. It was just very, very weird the way everything happened. And yeah, I ended up diagnosing it, and it was just amazing that I actually found what the issue was, because I didn't think it was going to be possible for me to find it. So I was very grateful that I found what the issue was, basically. And that's just a short story for you guys. But now I'll get ready to bolt this new one in, and we'll go from there. Right, that way round. Oh, goddamn. Hi, guys. All right, so I'll bolt this back in now, and then we can finally get to putting her back together. Good stuff. If anyone's got any questions that they want to ask, feel free to ask away. Where's everyone watching from today? Where's everyone watching from? I've had a few people that are watching from overseas. There's been a couple of grease that sprocket, sir. I've put grease on the inside of this. We're all good. We're all good. It doesn't look like it, but we're all good. Um, Shout out to CJ Polo Kid in New York, my man. Um, Shout out to Luke Stanley, West London, them London boys. Need to see the GTI all-wheel drive. Louisiana, shout out to you guys, man. Like I said before, I know it's becoming repetitive, but I appreciate the support. Like, I honestly, guys, I don't know why I didn't do this a long time ago. I really don't know why I didn't do this a long time ago. But I'm on it now. I'm on it, and we're going to do some great things. I want to give you guys the best content I possibly can and really show you guys what some YouTubers can actually get stuck into, because I feel like a lot of the stuff out there, don't get me wrong, and no disrespect intended, a lot of the stuff out there is just, it's just dog shit, man. Do you know what I mean? A lot of the stuff out there is just dog shit. And there's people out there that need to see a bit more than accident damaged cars. Want to see people doing crazy builds. We want to see people actually getting involved in the engine work side of stuff. And there's not a lot out there in that sense. So what we're gonna do, lube up the tip. You gotta come on, we can't go in dry. You already know this, guys. Never go in dry. I'm gonna move all the tools out of the way now from underneath, and that stupid 18 mil that was in the way. And I'm gonna try and see if I can lift this box on from the top, hopefully. I'm not really sure if that's gonna go down well, but I will do what I can. Um, bear with me a second, guys. I'm gonna have to do some shuffling now. So you guys will stay up there for now. And we'll see if we can get. I still can't believe how small this gearbox is, if I'm honest. Little baby things. I'm just thinking actually, maybe I should lower the ramp to give it a bit of. Ah, do you know what? Screw it. Um, Screw it. All right, you guys are gonna hear a lot of grunting, and hopefully no bad language. This drive shaft is gonna get in the way, which is annoying. But now engine's got to go up. I've got to do this with my leg while I'm under the car. Come on, a bit more. Because at the moment I've got the bottom of the gearbox fouling on the subframe. Oh, killing me. Oh, come on. Right, I've got the sheet around the front. Fouling. Oh, gearbox is still hitting a subframe. Oh, something is getting jammed on the top. I can see what's getting jammed. Bloody bastard, you are. Um, right, is anything? Oh, do you know what I've done, guys? What an absolute idiot! I left the flywheel locking tool in there. What a what an idiot! What an idiot! Man, you stupid man! You stupid man! I got much dust all in my eye. I can't see shit. God damn! Bear with me. There we go. Right. Do you know what I should, do you know what I should have done? Is I should have brought a couple of bolts with me. You get some of them 16s, as long as I can get one of them in place, give it a couple turns, and get back out on top. Oh, I hate it sometimes, man. There we go. Oh, well, I've got one bolt in. One of those lower 16s are in. Oh, come on. Right. Jesus. It feels like they're in the right location, but at the same time, I feel like it's slightly off, potentially. Right. Where's that torch gone? That nearly hit me on the head. Oh, right. I do feel like. No, we're there. We are there. We are there, boys and girls, I believe. Oh, look, I would have lost that torch. There's a torch down the back there. Oh, don't even know when that. Oh, god damn! Don't know when that fell down there. So yeah, what I can do now, I've got an 18 mil in at the top there. Just about see that one there, guys. So now that that one's in, I can pull that in a little bit, and yeah, man. You want a flashlight torch? There we go. It don't flash. It's therefore a torch. I'm confused. I'm confused, guys. You boys having your own conversation in there. But either way, like I said, I appreciate the love, guys. Right, let's get this cracking, boys and girls. We'll see how quick I can get this lot back together. So we've got 18 on that. That's one. Another one up here to do, which is behind here. Come on, where are you? Where are you, mates? Where are you? I can't see you. All right, that's two. But bear in mind, these aren't tight yet. So what I would do, what did I do with that bloody? What I would do, I'll tighten up these top two now, just so that they are done and dusted. I can find the rack. Yeah. So we've got the top two 18s done. Just give it a bit more. And I've got the lovely task of trying to put the driver's side drive shaft back in, because that's popped out of where it should sit in the cup, obviously because of everything being loose. Right, so that's those two done. Next, I'll go back underneath. I'll get one of the 16s done first. Then I'll lift the engine, put the bracket back on, and I'll have the the engine and gearbox where they need to be. Then I can work from there. So yeah, good going for sure. 16 mil. Ah. So obviously, for any of you guys that locked in just to learn, I talked you through most of the stuff at the beginning. And from that, obviously, all I would say is reverse steps is straightforward. Straightforward. Notice you have a rifle in one of your shorts. Are you even allowed to have that? A rifle in one of my shorts? I don't know about that. I've done a bit of firearms training a little while back for some filming for Netflix, but it's decommissioned. It's a decommissioned firearm. So, yeah, I guess I was allowed to have it. Right. All right, so we've done the 360 mils underneath. I'm now going to put the bracket back on for the gearbox, and then we can bolt the gearbox back to the chassis leg. Oops. Yeah, then we can bolt the gearbox back to the chassis leg and have it supported under its own weight again. That sucks. It should be like America. To be honest, I would really love to go to America. I really want to come out to America and go to Vegas to the SEMA show. That is, I'd say it's a dream. It's not really a dream. It's something I really want to do, and I know I am capable of getting there. I've just got to do a bit of work to put myself back in that position of getting out there. But America scares me with all the gun laws and stuff. Like, it's crazy the amount of people who carry guns. Hey, what's going on here? Nice and tight. Right, and then we've got the 2 bolts for this. Right. Jack her up, jack her up. Okay. All right. Is this going to be an issue? I hope not. Oh, goddamn. Oh, I know what it is. Drive shaft. Idiotto, huh? Idiotto. Right, I need to try and get that drive shaft back in now. Which is going to cause a bit of an issue because we don't have the swing. We don't have the swing that I really need for it. Let me let this back down again. So these are the sort of things that you mess up on. Ideally, it would have been better to have the drive shaft sat in the correct position for come on, what's going on here? Um okay. Drive shaft needs to be in the correct position, or engine needs to be in the correct position in order to get the drive shaft back in, which is very irritating. So worst case, what I might end up having to do hmm, I wonder now if I bolt this up, if I jack this up, might be able to get that to squeeze past. Yeah, look at me go, baby. Guys, anyone would think that I've done this before. You know what I mean? All right, so that is nearly in place. Drop this down a tad, and then we can get these two bolts in. And starter motor can go back in. I've got that silly bolt to do on the back of the gearbox, which was the hidden bolt. And yeah. So it should be like America. No, you don't. Not everyone carries. The more people with arms, the safer it is. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a bit of a crazy one. But I guess our laws are very different to America. Um, right. So I've got those two bolts in. I've got to change my gloves yet again. Um, what's the time? Half an hour, guys. Do you think I can get this back together in half an hour? Half an hour. That would be, what time did we start? 10:30. 10:30 till 1. My maths is crap, so I can't tell you how many hours that is. But if I can get it done in that time, I'd be a happy Bonnie. I'd be a happy Bonnie. Right, done these ones up now. This engine mount is going in, and then once I've done with this, I can get the whoops. Come on, man. Once I've done with this, I get the starter motor back in, drive shaft back in place, etc. Come. We put the starter motor back in now, down here. Starter motor. That can go. I'll do this from the bottom because it will be easier this time round. Go from the bottom. And obviously, like I said, we've got live in the earth to go back on the starter motor. Get that one out of the way. Where's it gone? That out of the way, mate. Got live on earth to go back on the starter motor. And then we have also got, come on, that earth is getting in the way, isn't it? Right, let's try and get that on this side of it. Is that better? Yep. It's live enough to get back on the starter motor. And then got two plugs for the gearbox. I know one is reverse switch. I don't know what the other one will be though. That's something I can't tell you guys for once. If anyone knows what the second plug on the gearbox is, please enlighten me. That'd be a massive help. Um, right, do that one. I'll just put that up there for now. Ugh. We have got this bracket to go back on. Ugh. 13 mil next. If I can find it wherever I put it, that'll go on the bottom. And that's done. We've got top bolt for the starter motor to go back in there. And then little extension. Ugh. Come on, baby. And we'll throw that earth strap back on. If I can get to it. Earth strap back on. 13 mil back on. And we'll do the top plug. Part of me feels like I'm going to have clutch and brake dust all over my face. But you know what? It's worth it, guys. If it means you lot learn something, then I'm happy. I'm happy to get dirty. Why not? There we go. That's that one. We've also got a live, like I was saying, live to go back on the box as well, on the starter motor, sorry. That one there. Another 13. So it's second plug. That one goes onto the starter motor and the other one is back on the gearbox. So that is, all of this side is done. I've got to do the two 18s, one on the back and one on no, two on the back for there. And then gear selector on, slave needs to go back on as well. Clutch slave cylinder. So let me cut that out now. I would like to get on the Golf today as well. Yes, that would be the plan. I just don't really know. Well, I know I've got time, but I've not got a lot of time. This is my issue. I never have enough time in the day to get everything done that I want to get done. Come on. Yeah, man. Get in there, mate. Whoops. So we'll get these. I don't even know why I've got the car so high still. I need to get back under there. I do need to get back under there. Let me stop being silly. What I'll do is I'll wait until I've done this. I'll probably get all of the top end done and then I'll go back down to the bottom. So stubby 13 is needed. Can find it, it's up there. There we go. No, that's the 18. What did I do with a stubby 13? Stubby 13, stubby 13. I wish you guys were here to give me a hand with this. Right, I can't find where I put the stubby 13. So that's a little bit irritating. Can I do it with the long 13? I don't think I can. No, it won't get in there. Maybe I'll have to use a. Maybe I'll have to use a. God damn! What have I done with that socket, man? What have I done with that socket? Maybe I need to have a tidy up. Do I need to have a tidy up, guys? Right. Put the 13 back. So there it is. I'll put it on the top of the toolbox. I'm an idiot. So get the stubby 13 Check the gas tank. Check the gas tank, man. Like I said, I would actually love to go to America. The bike life in America is absolutely crazy. That is something I definitely would like to get in on. I know in Miami soon they're going to have the GVO ride out, I believe it's called. That's something I'd like to get into, but I know the police out in America do not play games. The police in the States do not fuck around at all. So we'll give that a miss. We'll stick to what we know. Pick the gas tank. It wasn't on the gas tank, bro. Right, so we've got all of those done. Just the three 13s now for the for the gear selectors. Right, one there. Throw that one back on, and we'll put the funny little clip that's got to go back on now, and that just slides in. Such a satisfying click. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So we are nearly done up top. We've got these three 13s for the selector. Then we've got three 10s for the battery tray. Then one 13 to mount the battery to the tray. And we've got the two 10s for the come on, mate, what's going on here? Then we've got the two 10s to clamp the battery down. There's doesn't want to play ball right now. What's going on? One, two, three. All right, extension 13, 13, 13. Whoa, that nearly took my hand off. Didn't expect that. It's one, two. Shout out to the last 13. Is it 13? Last 19 that are still watching. 'Cause I love you guys. In it for the journey. That's what I like. So battery tray can now go on. We've got two 16s and a 21 for the dog bone mount. We've got 18. We've got two 18s for the back. Oh, 10 mils for that. Right, 10. Where's the other 10 gone? Can we get a 10 millimeter? Okay, let's go. Right, guys. So now I've just got to get one. Once I've done this, just got to get back underneath the car. We'll do drive shafts. We will do where's the other bolt gone? We'll do the drive shafts. We will do the dog bone mount. Throw the wheel back on. Scott, Luke, you guys are legends. I promise. You guys are legends. Why not the good blow on that? Why not the good blow? I'm confused, man. I feel like some of this is just like some next lingo. I don't understand, boys. Right. So battery goes back in. Look. Come on, man. There we go. Bit of a wiggle. That battery terminal on. We've got to put the 13 that holds the battery in. That's got to go back in place. But why is this playing silly buggers with me? The BA Therese Doesn't want to go where it needs to go. Are you playing games, huh? Why are you playing games? Come on. Well, there's something in the way of that, I believe. There may be something in the way, huh? Come on. No, I just had to give it a good slide to the left, slide to the right. Crisscross. Right, back on the 13, then the 210s, then we're underneath. There we go. There's that. Live on. Live. Oh, let's go. That one. Clip that, clip that. Oh, cheers, mate. Oh, come on. Beep. So we will have a load of faults that are popped up because the battery's been off. It's going to tell you this, that, and the other, and everything's wrong with the car. And really, it's just had a new clutch, boys and girls. Right, shut the bonnet down because we're good with that. I'll take the car back up now. Simon, big up yourself, my guy. Jesus, take the wheel, man. So I really can't believe still how much clutch stuff was inside that gearbox. Yeah, a little bit upsetting, really. And whenever I've been in the car, I've had to say, like, yo, take it easy. Like, you're gonna kill the clutch. And she's done well to make this clutch last so long because it's been slipping for a very long time. Right, let me unplug the airline because that'll start hissing away shortly. So we've got the two 18s, right? One of them was in plain sight. One of them was in plain sight, which goes right here. And the other was up there. You see that one there? That's where it was, the little bastard. So I'll throw that one back in there. And then we'll do those up. Oh, hold on, guys, 1 second. Appreciate you, GY. I don't know what your name is, but it just comes up with your initials. Appreciate you, bro. I'm going to get this drive shaft out the way now, and I'm going to do these two 18s up. Actually, yeah, that's enough. That's it. We got enough space there. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool, baby. That's cool, baby. Aluminium is not magnetic, guys. Aluminum, as the Americans would say, aluminum is not magnetic. But a dry shaft is because that's steel. So slap the 18 on that. Give that a little. Right. Give a little bit of a. You know how we do. Now, the one up top is a little bit more challenging to reach, unfortunately. So, don't really know. Kind of working blind again, guys. Oh, stepping over stuff. Right, so. Yep. So that's those done. Now, next up, we're going to throw the shield back up. This shield goes on here, 216s for that. Might work. 216s. But oh, for God's sake, these torches are doing my nutting, guys. I think I'm actually going to have to go and see the Snapple man. And oh, Jesus, we'll have to go and see the Snapple man and buy. He's got a triple torch set, which is very expensive, but I'll have 3 torches with a home. Let's just put that on for a minute. We'll do these 16s and then we get out of here. The TFSI group chat. If you guys want to get in the TFSI group chat, I will drop a message into the TFSI group chat. You guys will just have to provide your number or GY. GY is in. So he GY. Bro, what's your name? GY. I don't want to call you GY. It's a bit weird. But GY, if he's in the same group chat, it'll be same thing. Like he will have been added to the group chat by someone else in the group chat. I don't know who the admins are, but all we ever do is copy and paste the number in and ask if they can add this person to the group chat, and then that's it. Sealed on top of Gearbox. Sealed on top of Gearbox. Have you are you making me confused about something? Have you missed something or have I missed something? Sealed on the top of Gearbox. Whoops. What I've done on the Gearbox. Sealed? I'm a bit confused. Luke Stanley, I can't remember if you're on Instagram or whatever. Or if you're not, just drop me a message or email or something, and I'll try and get your number added to the group chat. Don't forget the shield on the top of the Gearbox. Don't remember. I'm so confused, bruv. So I have done on the top of the Gearbox already. See, this will come. This is what will upset me because if I don't remember, start getting paranoid. On the gear selectors, on the gear selector. Yeah, I'm sure I've done everything on the top of the box. If I'm honest, I'm pretty sure. Right, we're nearly on the home straight, boys and girls. Yeah. Hold on 1 second, guys. 1 second, boys and girls. Oh, you guys are on a dog bone mount. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me. Just having a bit of a technical with this. Right, I need to get these bolts in where they need to be. Oh, is that in place? I think that might be in place. As long as I can get like half a turn on it. Yeah, we've got a little bit of a turn on that. And then what I'll do, try and get another half a turn on one up here. Yeah, we're good, baby. We're cooking with gas. Can't forget this torch is on the drive shaft, or that will be an issue. I'll end up losing another torch. Right, so we've got 3 more bolts on this drive shaft, and we've got 6 on the other. Well, we've got to put the drive shaft back in first. Bolts on the lower arm on the other side. Dog bone mount. Wheel back on. And I think that's it. I think that's us done, guys. Which will be amazing. Right, what I'm also going to do is wipe up this grease that's sat here because we don't want it making a mess on the engine. We don't like We don't like grease, mate. We don't like mess. We don't like oil. We want a lovely, clean, dry underside of a vehicle. That's what we want. Isn't that so? Right, so we'll go to this side now. DSG selector underneath from, comes out from underneath. Yep, you do. Comes out from underneath. You've got 4 bolts that hold it in from around the gear stick from above, but you've got to take out your heat shield. You've got to disconnect the gear selector from the actual gearbox. And you've obviously got to have your exhaust out the way as well. But it's not that much of a big job. I mean, it is and it isn't. You want to get a new exhaust gasket for it, definitely. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Uh, 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 uh. Da 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 da. Dave B. Dave B. What's happening, mate? How you doing, lad? Oh, come on. Oh, pardon me. Jesus Christ. Right. We're nearly there. Let's get this one in place now. Come on. Right, this has been a bit of a bugger. Been a bit of a bugger, mate. Right, we are. I don't get this. We're pretty much there. Right, gonna have to back off that bolt a bit. This has become a little bit irritating now. Or shall we? Let's get the lever bar in there. I feel like that drive shaft feels like it's jammed in that position for some reason. Okay, we're gonna have to undo that bolt. For some reason, that is being a bastard. No, on drive shaft bolts, I just do them as tight as I can. Drive shaft bolts, they get they get 20 uggers. Come on, baby. Come on, why are you playing silly buggers with me, man? Jesus Christ, mate. Just go in there. Yeah, look, why is that jammed? You bastard. It's just being tight. You tight ass motherfucker. There we go. Now I can go over them in a minute. Let me just throw this bottom ball joint back in. Oh, come on. Oh, what's going on with this phone right now, guys? Sorry, apologies. How long has she been driving with a slipping clutch? Too long. I think it's been about a year. It's got to be minimum of about a year, if I'm honest. It could be longer. Um, but we are both very busy people, so it's been the time for me to get it in and the time for her to not need the car, which is very slim. Um, don't have a lot of spare time. As you guys, some of you guys will know, I work two jobs, and it's just a bit of a madness. Just a bit of a madness, boys and girls. Well, I'm here and then I'm there, and then I'm here, then I'm there. Come on. Mm. Right, that one's tight. They're all tight. Let's go on to the dog bone mount. I think that one was tight. Yeah, that was tight. Right, cool. Jesus, my arms are dead now. Um, oh man. Oh, look at that. Look at that right there, boys and girls. You know what time it is. um, right, so we've got, yeah, we are pretty much there now. Dog bone mount to go back in. And then Ogga dugga the hell out of this subframe bolt. And we got 2/16s for the gearbox. And then that's us. Wheel back on. Well, 3/16 for the lower ball joint, which I'll put in now. Oh, I can still smell the clutch, to be honest. Are we getting any Mark 5 today? Hoo-hoo. That's a bit mad. Watching this whilst waiting for replies from my recovery man. Johnny Knox, what has happened to you for you to be waiting for a recovery man? I am trying to look to see what car that might even be. I can't tell because the picture's so small. um, yeah, look, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Oh man, savage. Right. Believe it or not, they are not crazy tight. I know this gun has got a bit of gun's got a bit of mad torque, and I don't want to snap those. Um, that's the last thing I want to do. Just give it a bit of a ugga dugga. Vauxhall Vivaro, mate. You're in the wrong team. He's on the wrong team in the Vauxhall Vivaro. What is it? AdBlue issues, I'm guessing, or DPF issues. We got solutions for that. Good DPF software and AdBlue software, you know. Right, boys and girls, it's time to throw that hub nut on. Come on. Hub nut goes on, wheel goes back on, car comes back down, and we're done. So, where up? Oh, there it is. Not bad for an Instagram live. What? It's been 2.5 hours. Am I right? I'm saying 2.5 hours. No, 3.5 hours. 10, half 10, half 11, half 12. 2.5 hours. Not bad. Whilst being on the live. You know who I am. Done the hell out of that one. Now let's move that back. Release that one. Release that one. Down we come. And we can finally slap the wheel back on. Woo! It's not all bad in a day's work, you know what I mean? 17 is there. Got a couple of wheel bolts. Boom, bang, bing. Right. And I'm actually starving now. Oh, do you know what? Got the under tray to put back on. Well, that's irritating. My belly is rumbling. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Right. 5 more hours then. 5 more hours. Work rate is class. I've seen the jobs you've done. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much, my guy. So another little tap, tap. It seems like they're crazy. Do you know what? I'm not putting the under tray on right now. Gonna bring it down. Gonna start it up. No, no. Let me just do the under tray. Let me just do the under tray. Get it done with. Just get over and done with, Ash, for God's sake. Uh, and from what I remember, this has been serviced in the past. And I tell you why it's been serviced in the past, because I remember I made her service it. So I'm not sure where them screws come from, but I haven't done that. So that's never a good sign, is it? We're gonna have to have a conversation about that. Who's been touching your car, love? Who's been touching your car? You must be mad. All right, get rid of these self-tappers, because beast mode don't do things like that. Get rid of these bloody self-tappers, for one. And we get this buttoned up, mate. Oh no. I dropped a screw. Oh, it's only a self-tappers, don't worry about that. Self-tappers, mate. Hate self-tappers. What are people playing at? Self-tapping things into cars. That should be illegal. No word of a lie. Right, we've got some T25s here. We're just nicking from the Golf. It's all right. Not a problem. I've got spares. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 will do. Because that is all that's needed. Can't believe that. Someone put wood screws in this. That's not catching. Or is it? No, it has. Doesn't sound like it though. Fucking wood screws, man. Wood screws should be illegal in cars, guys. We know this already. And I feel like the clips that whoever's putting this, they're not the right clips. They are not the right clips. But we'll deal with that another day. Get that glove off. A little bit of dirty. She got some splaining to do. You goddamn right. You got some splaining to do, man. God damn. Um, wood screws and self tappers does my head in. Really does my head in. Right. So technically, that is it now. That's it. This should be all good. Should be fine. Should be brand new. If it's not working, I'm gonna cry. But there's no reason that it shouldn't work. Shouldn't not work. Oh yes. So that is just part of the day for Beast Mode. We've got a caddy van out there. We've got an aircon pipe to replace and a lambda sensor to replace. And there's another vehicle being dropped off at 5 o'clock, a non-runner. Lovely non-runner. Right, I've got to remember to do lock and wheel nuts. Got to go back in this car. We can't forget that now, can we, guys? Oh, hell no. Right. Locking wheel nut. What do I do with a locking wheel nut? How do I just misplace stuff all the time? This is unreal. Where the hell is the locking wheel nut? It was right here. Oh, there it is. Locking wheel nut done. Done, did me. And this is a force clutch to start, I would say. Move the legs out, and then that's it. She's done. She's done. 2 hours, 40 minutes. Clutch replacement, start to finish, with added commentary. Oh, we got a brand new clutch, baby. You know who I am, guys? We got movement. And it's bright outside, man. Yeah, and we're all good. We've got all the faults in the world, obviously, because the battery's been off. This has got a brand new clutch. That is amazing. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug VCDS in. I'm going to clear all the faults. And then that is a clutch replacement in real time. Come on. Checking a mic. So that's the clutch replacement in real time with a commentary. That is 2 hours, 40 minutes. So what I'm going to say now, guys, is thank you for every single one of you that have joined me. I'll also say thank you to every one of you that have watched this video. If you've got this far and this video has been published, thank you very much. I'm on 9% battery life, so 51% used. Not bad. 51%? No, I'm lying. My maths is crap. Is that right? 51%? No. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, big up yourself, guys. Thank you for watching. And yeah, this was another video on the Beastmode Developments YouTube channel. Lock in to learn. That's what we're calling this, lock in to learn. So I will be doing lives, like I said, of things, maybe how to change your brakes, and maybe how to change a high pressure fuel pump. It may be how to fit an aftermarket induction kit. It could even be how to do a wheel bearing, either or. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Remember to share, to like, subscribe, comment, all of the above. And I'm trying to bring you some good stuff this year. So stay tuned, guys. Have a great weekend. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Peace.